Hi YouTube, it's me Taisha. Sorry I haven't been on in a while, but I want to come and update you guys. I don't have that much to tell about the IVF, but as you know, for my first video, I just kind of updated you on my history. My cycle was canceled. They told me to call back when I start my next menstrual cycle, and which I'm still waiting on, so that's why nothing has gone on. I'll tell you why I think that's happened. From my history, as you know, I didn't stimulate a lot. I didn't produce a lot of eggs. On one side, they said it had about 6, but they weren't growing. And the other side had about 4 that were growing, but they didn't want to chance it. And as I told you all, we are paying for out-of-pocket cash, so I didn't want to chance it either. And you only get, and from what I read, most people only get like 50% or 80% fertilized eggs. So if I would have got 4 eggs, maybe only 3 or even 2 might have fertilized, and who knows if they would have kept growing. So we canceled it. And so since that happened, I just assumed that, I don't know, that it was a problem or whatever with me. So I decided to help myself. So I don't know if any of you have read online, but I've seen this like fertility herbal supplement type thing. It's called Fertilate. And so I decided to try that for me and my husband. It's supposed to help stimulate or get your hormones in balance and everything, and also for the male helps increase motility. So he's fine, but I just want to make sure everything is fine. Extra boost couldn't hurt, right? So I ordered the medicine for us, and so we both been taking it. And it says don't take it with fertility, but once the cycle was canceled, I stopped taking the fertility medicine, all the injections and everything. I haven't been doing anything, so I started taking that. So my cycle was probably supposed to come on, timing it like it normally does. Usually it's pretty normal. I have a pretty regular cycle without birth control. I take birth control, and my cycle is pretty regular. So I don't know if it was the hormones that delayed it, or if it's those herbal supplements that delayed it or whatever, but it should have come on Monday, and so it didn't. So I decided to email the my RE, and actually I emailed her a couple of weeks ago with some other questions, and she never responded. So emailed the nurse that works over there. She's really nice. I love her. She always calls back and everything, and asked her, that the doctor can respond to those other questions, which I'll tell you about a little later. And also to this, wondering if the fertility would cause problems, or if it's the hormones that I was taking that might have delayed it. So she called me back this morning, and she said that the doctor wants me to stop taking those. She said that could possibly be a cause of it, that you shouldn't take any herbs or anyway, because it interferes with the fertility medicine. So she said maybe the hormones, but they're thinking more so that the herbal medicines that I was taking. So they told me to stop taking that. She told me to call back on Monday, and if my period still doesn't come, then they're going to start me, I think she said Provera, I can't even really remember, but something that you take for like 10 days. It's supposed to make your period come on, basically. So I'll call her Monday, but I didn't ask the question today. I thought about it later after I got off the phone, is since if I stop taking the herbal medicines, if I can just wait naturally for it to come, or that, because we have so much other stuff that is going on that I need to tell you guys about, that I don't know if I'm that much in a rush or whatever, because with the timing of it, my cousin, who is also my god sister, and everybody, everything to me, we grew up together like sisters and everything. She's pregnant, and her baby shower is in August, and we're from Louisiana, and so, but we both live here in Houston now, and so they're going to have the baby shower in August. And I'm figuring, according to the last time that I did my cycle, with the timing of it, the weeks and everything, and how long you're doing on the medicine, even though my protocol will be a little different, is that it might come around that time when probably the egg transfer, the embryo transfer, and then maybe I'll need to, because I want to do bed. I've already planned that after I do my embryo transfer, I'm going to be on bed rest and or whatever, probably take off from work about a week and starting with when I do the transfer, because since it's my RE recommends that you take off the day of and the day after, and then the next 3 days, according to how they had the schedule last time, it would make sense to go back to work for 1 day and then have to take right back off again to do the embryo transfer. So I was just going to take that time off and probably a week after the transfer, just to make sure I'm standing still and my little Aggie's implant and everything's like that. But anyway, I'm thinking that might be around the time. So if I go ahead with it now, if I would have got started Monday and everything, I think I would have finished like right in time, and maybe by the time I went down there, I probably would have been on the 2-week wait, or at least recovered or whatever. But I don't know. I still have to think about it over the weekend or see how it would go. You know, I might still do it because I am anxious and want to get this, you know, excited and everything. So she didn't say that the herbal medicines would interfere with anything, cause any problems. It's just to stop taking it because it could have delayed my period. And so call back Monday if it doesn't come, which I'm figuring it's just not going to, you know, be out of your system that quick and come right before Monday or whatever. I might call and get the prescription and then maybe delay it and see if it comes naturally or something, since I waited this long. I don't know. I'll deal with it then. But anyway, so that's basically what's been going on with the cycle, is just that my period. And there is no way that I'm pregnant. I would like to believe that, and I still do believe God creates miracles. But I have one is totally gone. The one that is there is burned. She burned it to close it off because I have a hydrosalpinx, and a part of it was attached to the ovary, and if they had removed it, I actually had a surgery in the past to have it removed, but because a part of it was attached to my ovary, they said that they would have had to take out the whole ovary, which would lessen your chance for eggs as well. But that's with the IVF. The other questions that I have for the doctor is that I called this program, I think Mulatto Soya, or I don't know how to say it, but anyways, she mentioned it the first time, and I did some internet research and found somebody else looked it up for the compassionate care. I know she knows what I'm talking about. But it's a program that helps you pay for your medicine. So I emailed the doctor a while back to see, since we are paying out of pocket, and the most expensive medicine, I was on Follistim, which is that stimulate the stems medicine, and that's the most expensive out of all the fertility medications. So, you know, that would bring me back to, I use most of it, so that would bring me back probably to almost, if not $2,000, and then plus the Lupron I probably have to get again that I was using, or whatever they're going to do on this protocol. But even still, I'll still have to get some kind of stimulating medicine. So the compassionate care, what the thing is that they only use certain medications. It's not Follistim. I think they use the Gono F and whatever else. So that's what I was emailing her about, to see if she prescribes those medicines or whatever. So I talked to my nurse there, and she said that my doctor would prescribe those medicines. It's great, you know, if I can get them for free, they'll prescribe them and fill out whatever forms. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I do still have the other medicines, and I was thinking, well, and you only can use these one time, and there are stipulations for getting the medicines. So if anybody wants to use it, great. I'm happy to give any information. Basically though, you do have to have your cycle already paid for, and I'm not sure if it's cash paying patients or not, or if insurance will use it, but the cycle, they have to know that you're going to get the IVF cycle, and you have to have a household income, I think, of $100,000 or less, and some other stuff. And of course, you know, the doctor has to agree to use that medicine, which I'm sure all of them are probably basically the same. It's just different brand names or pharmaceutical companies that make the medicines. But, and I guess the other medicines that I have, praying to God that this works or whatever, but at least I have those medicines. You can only qualify for the compassionate care medications one time. So if they don't work, at least I'll have some other medicines. hope, that I can use, or eventually I guess I have to donate it or whatever, I don't know. But I'm praying to God that the medicines will work, we'll get pregnant, and it's so much now too that I'm hoping it's twins. At first I didn't want twins, but if I can knock it out the way, then good. Hold on, my doorbell's ringing.